I'm just looking, I'm not looking at her. Jeez, guys, I wasn't looking at her. Alright, so we're looking at the BMW F900XR, and I have a very similar bike to this. I have the 800 GS, which uses the same engine, guys. It's the parallel twin. Now, what BMW have done with all their engines, they've given them a letter, and this one, the parallel twin, they've given the letter F. So it's an 895cc parallel twin. This one produces 105 brake horsepower, which is pretty cool because my bike only produces 87. And I can feel it on this, actually. I haven't just brought it out from Cotswold BMW in Cheltenham. I can feel the extra power. It is there. And this one has 93 newton meters of torque. Mine has 91. The torque's all in the kind of middle, really, which is, I mean, it's the same as my bike. This bike, actually, we'll put it in dynamic mode in a minute. It's the 900XR. Now, the interesting thing about the 900 series of bikes, unlike the 800, it comes in 3 different variants, the 900. So you've got the R, the XR, which I'm on now, and the GS. Of course, the GS stands for great skills, as we all know, which is why I bought one. In fact, BMW only let you buy a GS if you have great skills. That's not actually true. It actually stands for Geländestrasse, which means terrain and street. But this one here is, as I said, the XR. Very sporty model. My knees are like kind of chamfered under here a little bit, which is pretty cool in a way. It feels a little bit more bunched than on my GS, a tiny weeny bit. My feet are on the pegs, obviously, and it just feels like I'm a little bit more sort of squashed up. But for a tourer, it feels very tight. It does feel very tight. This bike's got about 4,000 miles on it, 5,000 miles on it. From BMW as a demo. If you want to demo it, get yourself down to Cotswold BMW, speak to Stephen Guest, one of the boys down there, they'll look after you. Ala's the boss, he'll probably try and sell you loads of bikes you don't need. I'm just looking, I'm not looking at her. Jeez, guys, oh crikey, I wasn't looking at her. Have a review on that tape later, you know what I'm saying? Yes. Okay, let's see if we can move a little bit on this, because it does have, I said, a lot of power in that mid-range there. It does feel 105 brake horsepower. It feels very lively. So with the XR then, it's designed to cross distances, and the bike we're going to have a look at in a minute, which is not this 900, it's the next one, it's 1000, is a different bike, and I want to talk to you about why it's a different bike. I'll put some spec sheets up for this one as well. You have a bit of a look. Let's just have a look at this. So this whole dash area is lovely. BMW kind of cornered the market in this, guys, to be fair, haven't they? We all know it. So let's see if we can just have a look through that. If we go down on this here, we get whole selection options there. I'm looking at the road, I'm not playing with this gizmo. Do the corner first and then we'll have a look at it. Wait for this car to go past, and then we can press down again. Oh, let's go across there. Well, if you come down here, I'm not doing this on the bike, but you get all your settings down here, guys. Everything is here. I'm not looking down below now. But down there, all that stuff gives on. It's fantastic. And then, of course, if we go across with this screen, it seems like we've got a sports mode here. Very HOTAS, hands on throttle and stick. And this gives us like a sportier thing. DTC, I have not read that. Brake on the right hand side. And I guess we've got modes on this as well. We've got hand warmers, we've got grips and everything, but mode on that mode button there. So we can use that and we can put it in a sportier mode. We've got lean angle here, 2519, which is pretty cool. We've got all the things we need there. So we've got a good sport mode for this bike, and it feels tight. My GS that I've got, the 800, again with 895 engine obviously, but the front, I've got a 21-inch wheel on the front and 17 on the back. This one has both on 17s, and just feels like a very nice tight machine at the front here. I'll caveat that with, guys, I've been riding bikes for about 6 months and I don't really know what I'm talking about. So whenever you look at a bike review from me, think, you know, careful buddy, gotcha, think I'm a new 50-year-old biker looking to get into it. I'll watch one of Tim's vids and he's going to tell me what to ride, okay? That's probably quite a good way of doing it. Some good roads up here actually, you might go and explore in a second. Yeah boy, ignore the school sign mate, ignore the school sign and the tractor. Yeah, we don't need it mate, we don't need it. Just do you mate, you do whatever you want to do in your big 4x4 thing there, and don't worry about little kids or the thing. Madness on the roads today. Okay, so we've got this mode button, and what I'll do when I turn up here, we'll put this mode button into dynamic, or I might have a dynamic pro as well on this model. The bike itself retails a little bit more expensive than mine. Now here's the thing about this, guys. So my bike was the 800 GS, but there is a version of this beneath this one called the R model, the Roadster, and the Roadster is about 9 grand, and they've got a lot of those bikes in Cotswold BMW now with a lot of options on them. I'll show you a picture of that. So 9 grand for the Roadster. That should nip about town thing. Next one up then, well obviously my bike cost 10 grand as the 800 GS with the same engine, slightly detuned, and then this bike here, the XR, is 11 grand, and then you can add all your options, and this screen's great. Look, why do they put that on that side though? You know what I mean? I don't understand why that's on that side, because I've got to reach across for it every time, but that's fine. And then the one above this one, the GS, or the Great Skills, otherwise known as the Galandenstrasse, which is the terrain street then, the kind of off-road one. It's got spoke wheels, that's why I didn't really want it myself. Spokey wheels, which is lovely. That one itself is about 12,000. And people say it's got a hard seat. This one, actually the seat seems fine on this. I mean, I'll be honest with you, because I'm an honest guy. A lot of people talk a lot of things about a lot of bikes, and I watch bike reviews, and a lot of it comes down to personal preference. Is this a good bike? Yeah, of course it is, man. It's a BMW. It's got all the funky screens on it. It's got the power I can't use here at the moment. I am bent over a bit more sporty than mine. My bike, the 800, and I am a little bit more upright. This bike, I'm a little bit lent more forward, okay? That's just what it is. I like that personally. If I was going to have one bike for everything, this bike might suit me better as a sports tourer. That's what the XR does, sports touring. And I feel pressure on the arms, but I will say this, I'm a 6'1" dude. Everyone talks about inseam. With a 32 inches, I haven't got a clue what my inseam is, mate, because I'm a man, right? I don't go measuring inside of my leg. But I'm a 6'1" dude. I could be on this bike for a long time. It could cover a lot of distance. And I think that's the key with this bike. It's kind of designed for that. Now I've toured as well with my 800 around Ireland, and I never got bored of that bike. Never got bored of it, alright? Never got bored of it. So if you are interested in something like this, I would go and have a look possibly at the 800 GS as well, because then you do get a bit more of an ability with the front wheel being 21 inches to go and do a bit of off-road stuff if that's what you want. I'm on an off-road course this weekend actually on the 1300 and the the 900, this 900 Great Skills, the one above this one. I'm on using that one apparently. So got you, buddy. Have a look at me, mate. See the head movement? Yeah, see the head movement? Good man. You sat kind of back in the seat. There's a piece behind you there which is quite good to kind of keep you nuzzled in. I'm wearing the trousers I'm wearing today. These ones here are my off-road kit, and they've got a piece down here which kind of grips the tank quite well, and you have got this tank leaning out, so that's its kind of sporty nature there. You can hang on that obviously when I get my knee down on the way to Berlin or something, I suppose. I quite like it. I'm keeping the screen down at the moment, I don't know why, and then in a minute I'll put it up with the thing there and not there. Got lean angles, 25/19. Those are rookie figures on a bike you borrowed, mate. Yeah, don't take the piss out of someone else's motorcycle. You're restricted. Okay, third gear. Okay, let's just put it into dynamic mode now whilst we're chilling. The problem with that, of course, I've got to move my thumb over here. No. It's got road, it's got dynamic pro, that's an individual one, and rain. So we're going to leave it in dynamic. Dynamic pro allows you to put your own settings in. Dynamic then will do something with the suspension, but you can also change that there. If you want to have a look at the settings on suspension, it's in dynamic now. If you press it again, you can go into road mode with it. I'll leave it in dynamic. And we'll go left here and we'll see what's going on. ...105 brake horsepower. Yeah, we need more. Now, if I was going to carry a pillion on this and I was going to carry luggage, I think, if I'm honest with you, that I might want a little bit more power. Did I say that out loud? I think I said that out loud. I think I might want a little bit more power. On the left, happy mate. Look at me, visual with him. Yeah, she's in the dynamic mode especially, she's nice. She's not bouncy at all in the corners. She's lovely and firm. It's a great thing. It is a great thing. I mean, you do feel there's a confidence level it gives you back. I thought, well, I mean, what do I know about motorcycling, right, guys? I'm that guy at 50 who's gone and got a motorcycle and just put 7,000 miles on his first bike and has chucked it into BMW for a service, and they've told me to go and ride some more motorcycles, which is great of them. We'll pull over in a minute and we'll just walk around the bike and just have a look at it. I think that'd be a good thing. That'd be a good thing to do, wouldn't it? We're like that. Obviously this screen is that screen, but all this stuff here is everything you need here. That will come with the comfort pack, your cruise control, which I think is great. Over here, dynamic modes, dynamic pack. So 2 packs on this bike is going to cost you probably 1,600 quid, £800 a pack. So this bike retails at about 10 grand. Wrong. This bike retails at, so the R is 9, mine is 10, this is 11. Let me get this up quickly. And so you're probably looking, with all this stuff on it here, the packs and everything, but I think you're probably going to be looking at 12 and a half possibly for this bike. And they've got a lot of these bikes with stuff already in it with about 1,000 miles on in the showroom down there. Oh look, adjustable preloads there. For around about about 10 grand. So you're probably saving about 1,500 quid by having a bike with 1,000 miles on it. So you can see straight out there, we've got same wheel, 1717 on this bike here. Got the screen in the high position now. Of course, that can go down the low position. F900, and it's the XR there. The triple black is a great scheme. You do pay extra for some coloration on this machine. And also, I think this is part of the comfort pack. I'll have a look now. The pannies on BMWs don't all kind of go together, if that makes sense. So you can't use the 1300 GS panniers with the 900. You have to buy separate panniers. I think I've got similar things on my bike, but I use soft luggage. I don't use the BMW luggage. I find this bike a lot tighter than mine. And what I mean by that is, I just find it a bit more planted. If I was doing a lot of touring, yeah, I'd probably lean into something like this. I think the front, we've still got a bit of fork dive there, and that's kind of be expected. With dynamic, it does tighten things up. I think mainly the rear end is tightened up, to be fair. Not so much on the front. You can change preload. You can change on the front here that you can't change on my 800. So my 800, you can't change the front forks anyway. And on here, it looks like you can. I like the screen. There's things about this I like. It feels tighter. It feels like my legs here, guys, able to be kind of pressed up against this, if that makes sense. I feel more engaged with the bike. I feel more connected to it. Like with that Aprilia, that RS660, felt very part of the machine. With this, I feel more part of the machine than I do with my 800 GS, but I guess with my 800 GS, you know, because I'm a boss, right? Great skills. I'm going to be on the pegs the whole time, aren't I? You know what I mean? Because I'm doing some off-road gnarly stuff. Let's take the bike back then, shall we? And what we'll do is we'll go up to them and say, hey guys, yeah, I really love the 900. Can we have a look at the 1000 now, please? Now, BMW, if you connect your phone to it, which I haven't done that, I do on mine, will get the speed limit up, down, in there. You've got the speed limit there, and also the navigation system that's built into this bike, which is fantastic and just comes free with it, allows you to just use the nav on the phone, i.e. the BMW nav, and it comes up on the screen. I went around Southern Ireland. Well, I see Southern Ireland, they're going to hate me for that, aren't they? I went around Ireland using the BMW app. It was great. And it tells you all your parameters, everything you've done it on your phone. You can sit there and you can look through it. It's fantastic. Have a look at it online. It's really, really good. It just appears there like a little arrow telling you where to go. You know, like 200 meters, go left, that kind of stuff. It's really, really good. Right, so to summarize this bike then, as I come back into BMW now, it is a slightly more sporty riding position. My legs are a bit more up here than they are on, say, my 800 GS. Feet nicely tucked on the peg, so you feel quite cozy into the tank, which is great. It is a sports tourer. I feel that I'm leant slightly forwards. I think on my GS I'm slightly a bit more back. I think it's quite nice. It's a, as I said, it's a sports tourer. You're supposed to be in the moment, weight over the front, all that kind of stuff. I think it's great. You've got your tech, you've got your modes, you've got your adjustable front forks if you want them, and I probably would, to be fair. I'd add a bit more into that. I'm a bit heavy, I'm 100 kilograms. But you will need to add the 2 packs on, the comfort pack and the dynamic pack as well. And that's going to cost you a bit more. But if you buy a used one of these with, as I said, with the mileage on, maybe 1,000 miles, you'll knock about 1,500 quid off this bike. And I think for that, it's a really good deal. Yeah, the paint's extra. I don't really like the new paint. I got mine in the kind of older paint, but this new paint they've got, they like it. But as a sports tourer bike, I don't think you're going to want for anything else with this one. Bayerisch Motorenwerke. Hello BMW. Good to see you again. Right, again. Let's get another one, shall we?